You know, Keith, as we roll right into the weekend here, some really, really good weather after what was a perfectly fine week, but this really dropped the humidity down.
It was very hot, obviously, last week. This was a nice reprieve, and that's where we'll be tomorrow, too. So, actually, I was thinking about the Balloon Festival. This is, like, kind of perfect. Like, I know it was too windy for them.
Yeah.
I bet they'll be all right tonight, but perfect weather for observing that kind of thing. Like,
be outside, soak it all
just
up,
hanging
not
out.
sweating.
Right. It's not 90 degrees while you're sitting there out there. Dew points were the big difference. So, yeah, we shed quite a few degrees, obviously, but the dew points dropped rapidly last night, and that's what made it feel so different today. Temperatures in the 50s, dew points in the 50s, 40s, and even 30s. Greenville and Millinocket, that's really, really low humidity for this time of the year. For August, you almost never see that. So that's the rest of today and into tonight. Now, because of the low dew points, temperatures are able to drop more. All else being equal, drier air is able to cool off more overnight as opposed to humid air. And so you'll see those temperatures down into the 50s and 40s even across northern Maine, right back to where we came from tomorrow. It's a very similar day. I think we're about, 83 to 85 or so inland. Along the coast, probably about 80 with onshore flow, as I mentioned before. If you're thinking about the beach, I think it'll be fine. It'll be warm enough, but the wind will be off the water. So that's something to take into account. It's quiet tomorrow night, and then Sunday is a much warmer day initially in the mid and upper 80s very quickly. But a front will be coming through on Sunday afternoon. In the mountains in northern Maine, we're talking about kind of the middle of the day here, let's say noon, 1 o'clock. For most of us, though, it'll be between 2 and 5 p.m. likely that we see a chance of these thunderstorms. And I say chance because not everyone gets in on one of these storms. This particular model has heavier stuff over down East Maine, but the wind will be off the water, so it might be able to kind of crunch some of those before they get to the water. But just be aware in the afternoon we could see some storms around. Probably it's quick enough, this round of showers and storms, that we see some sun again before sunset. So it's more of an interruption. We get most of the day in. And then Monday is back to this reset of cooler, drier air like we're feeling right now. If anything, it's probably a tad bit cooler with temperatures only in the low to mid 70s on Monday. Let's talk about Erin, because Erin will probably play some role in our weather next week, not a direct impact. Here's a Category 1 hurricane right now, expected to become a major Category 4 hurricane at some point as it moves to the western Bermuda. And the models have done a pretty good job clustering together with the guidance here, because it can get a lot wackier than this when it comes to guidance, 6 or 7 days out. But everything's kind of in the same ballpark. But it's worth noting that the European model, which has made its name being good as the outlier, as the model that does something weird, is much closer than a lot of the other models. So I don't think this is a concern for us directly, but Outer Banks, I'd still be watching this, and I think we'll be watching it for its wave impacts. Obviously, the closer it gets, the bigger wave impacts we'll have, but I think we'll see some big waves Thursday night, Friday. That's where we penciled in right now. So Erin, closest I put on Thursday, but it's sometime during that time period. What you don't see any of next week is heat, and you also don't see any rain. If we get thunderstorms on Sunday, you're probably talking about a quick quarter-inch of rain. We're now in a moderate drought across much of the state. This forecast will not improve it, unfortunately, and that's just kind of how the double-edged sword works around here. Nice, pleasant weather, but no significant rain.
And tied in with that drought, the fire danger. Yesterday, high. Today, updated 2 sections in the mid-coast, now very high.
Yes, and I don't see a change to that either, because it stays low dew points and dry fuel. It'll stay where it's at.
All right, thanks, Keith.